Hi, I'm Christian. Welcome back to another On the Road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for proper voltage. Today we're working on a Whirlpool double oven. It's coming up with an error code E1F5. The error code stands for a latch failure. It could be several things. We've already tested the latch and the switches on the latch. Everything on the actual latch assembly is okay. The plunger seems to be okay. Whenever the top door is closed, the latch is activated, or at least the switches are. There's two control boards. There's a sister control board that's just for the self-cleaning function. It has two connectors that go to it, one for the door latch and one for the main control. So we're going to start with the sister control board. To begin the repair, we do have to uninstall the oven a couple inches to gain access to some screws. The tools you will need to complete this repair are a flat blade screwdriver and a Phillips style screwdriver. To begin the repair, we first have to remove both doors. We're going to start with the top door. Of course, we're going to open the door. On the actual hinges here, we're going to flip the latch back until it stops, right about there on both sides. Then we're going to lift up the door until it stops. It's probably about a 45-degree angle. We're going to lift up and out on the door. You may have to do it several times until the actual hinges are out of their latch. Then we'll set the door aside. Next is the bottom door. Same thing, we'll open the door and lift out on both sides. The next step is to remove the 4 Phillips screws that actually secure, we'll say, the side trims. We'll go ahead and remove the top one on the right side. And now we will go ahead and remove the top one on the left side. And this one also is a Phillips screw. Now we'll go ahead and do the left side at the bottom and the right side. Now that we've removed all 4 Phillips screws, we're going to go ahead and remove the actual trim pieces. So we're going to start at the bottom on the left side. We're just going to flex the trim piece out of the bottom trim piece and pull it off. Once it's pulled out from the bottom, we'll go ahead and slide the top down. Just like that, and we'll set it aside. We'll do this exact same for the right side. Once the trim pieces have been removed, there are 4 mounting screws that secure the oven into the cabinet. We'll go ahead and remove the 2 bottom ones. They are both Phillips style screws. And make sure you have your torque turned up on your drill. If you're using a drill, they are a little hard to remove. And now we'll do the top. Once the 4 mounting screws have been removed, we can now pull out the oven a couple inches. Once the oven's been pulled out a couple inches, we now have access to the 4 Phillips style screws that actually mount the control panel in place. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the 2 right screws first. Next, we will remove the 2 left screws. Once the 4 mounting screws have been uninstalled, we can now loosen the actual control panel here. We're gonna tilt the bottom of the control panel towards us and lift up on the top until each top part is out of the groove. Just like that. We'll try to lay it as flat as possible here. Now that the control panel is tilting towards us, we can now access the components in the control panel. You can see the main control board is the larger board here, and the sister control board that we're replacing is on the left-hand side. So the first step we're gonna do to remove the sister control board is disconnect the 2 Molex connectors that go to it. They just pull or push straight on, so we're gonna pull them straight off. Once the connections have been disconnected, there is a tab here that we have to flex. to the right, and once it's flexed to the right, we push up on the actual control to remove it. The first step that we're gonna do in replacing the sister control board is line it up and then pull that tab back and just slide the actual sister control board in place. The next step, of course, is to reconnect our two Molex connectors. So we just line them up, push them on. Now these connections are key to fit only one way, so there's no way that you can confuse them. Go ahead and push this one on. And now that we've installed our new sister control board, we can remount the actual control panel. We're gonna reinstall the 4 Phillips style screws that mount the actual control panel or secure it. There's 2 on the left side and 2 on the right side. We will start with the right side. And now we will do the left side. Once the 4 screws have been installed or reinstalled, we'll go ahead and push the oven back into the cavity. And this will complete your repair. Thank you for watching another quality in-home repair video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.